Good morning, guys. Today is October 29th, and we are now on day 47 of hashtag exile due to Lyft. That means, again, briefly, it has been 47 days since I've been living in my flat because Guinness Homes can put me in a service department as a result of the lift breaking down 35 times over 2 years in a new building in a flat that I bought there. Just to bring you fully up to date, I've been gone 47 days and they have yet to come up with a game plan of how to address the lift issue. Um, the lift, as they said to a reporter yesterday, has been working since the 5th of September. What they neglected to say is the day before, the 4th of September, someone was trapped in that lift for nearly 2 hours. So there's been entrapments, there's been the lift failing multiple times. One time in the autumn of 2017, I witnessed it crashing to the ground. This is an issue that needs to be addressed, and their form of addressing it is to move me out of my flat, which is what we're talking about today. So I spoke to a reporter yesterday afternoon who read me the quote that Guinness sent through to them for their news article. I'll link the article down below once it's up. As of right now, I don't think it's up because it's 7 o'clock in the morning. But the quote said essentially that they weren't aware that there was any problems with the new flat. They weren't aware that it is unacceptable, and other than the fact that my PA was having to walk home more. They say work more, but my PA is actually having to walk home more because she lives with me. They weren't aware that this was not a satisfactory option. Of course, it's not a satisfactory option. Do you really need to be told that not being able to live in your home is not a satisfactory option? I'm sorry, that's absurd. I paid for my flat in full. You have made it so that my flat is inaccessible to me, and in fact it's dangerous to get into my flat because multiple people have been trapped in this lift over the years. That's not satisfactory. Moving me to another apartment and then taking 47 days to figure out what to do is not a solution. It keeps everyone safe, but it brushes the issue of discrimination and practicality and ownership. Because don't forget, I was sold this flat under the pretense that it would be future-proof and that the lift would never be out for longer than 24 hours. All under the rug. Okay? I am thankful for the opportunity not to have to worry about being trapped in a lift. I guess I should be thankful for that. But removing me from a home that I own is not satisfactory and it's not a solution. Okay? Ever. Because I own it. Because I bought it on the pretense that I would have access to it. Safe access to it. Furthermore, I'm really disappointed because Miles Kaplan, who seems to be an alright guy at Guinness, I trusted him up until this point in reading this quote. Now it's unfortunate that he too has lots of merit in my eyes. Although I'm not sure if he sent this quote to the press. But it's unfortunate because he said point blank in an email about 3 weeks ago that he recognizes that this is not a satisfactory solution. So you have Guinness telling the press one thing and telling me another thing, which is, I don't know, a lie? Let's just call it for what it is here, y'all. I appreciate the miscommunication within Guinness, but it actually has an impact of how little I trust the people at Guinness. Because again, they cannot seem to keep their story straight. And again, this is happening around management companies all over the country. Lifts break down, okay? Lifts break down, it happens, it's a mechanical thing. Entropy is the only given, I get that. But then they're not fixed for months. Or they're given a patch job, and people say over and over again, well, hopefully it will be sorted out. What's wrong with your engineers that you have to guess? Okay? Seriously. They are engineers doing mechanical work. It's not guessing. And when a lift breaks down 35 times over 2 years, stop guessing. Something is wrong. And don't act like putting someone up in a hotel that costs £7,200 a month, while the person having to live outside their home, having to miss all their stuff, having to go across the city to go to doctor's appointments, I'm doing that today, have no compensation and no timeline. And then reads from a reporter that Guinness thought everything was okay. Really, would I be treating you? Would I be posting these videos if everything was okay? How long am I gonna be in this flat? When are you gonna start addressing monetary compensation and stop acting like you did a good job? Because it took 2.5 years of me lobbying you until you finally figured out, oh, maybe we should do something about it. And in fact, it didn't even take that. It took an article in The Independent. And now you lie to the press again. Stop it. Those of you that are watching this and you're still watching it 10 minutes in, thank you for watching it. we need to be as loud as possible when management companies thwart and delay a lift being fixed. Because it is happening over and over again, and as I talked about yesterday on day 46, it is affecting mental health enough that people are dying, not having access to the outside world. And even if it was completely unrelated, the fact that that man yesterday didn't have access to the outside world for 6 months and died in his flat is on the hand of him, of the management company, who didn't get their act together and sent scrolly email after scrolly email saying we're working on it and nothing got sorted. Sick of being a second-class citizen in this country. And I will hold anyone's feet to the fire who thinks they're putting me up in a home that isn't mine, that is actually only about half the size of mine and has numerous problems, is good enough. Bullshit. Alright, tomorrow, provided Guinness doesn't do anything else to screw it up, tomorrow I will be addressing what the rest of us can do anytime they see a broken lift. Because anytime you see a broken lift, it is an act of discrimination. And you cannot walk by it. This country has thousands of broken lifts that are not repaired in public spaces, in blocks of flats, in offices, in pubs, and we need to address this actively. That's all I've got for you today. Remember, you are precious, you are loved, and you contain multitudes. Bye for now.